go! Hello, welcome back to another episode of Runners Like Us, a place for the everyday runner to share their journey of triumphs and passions of all things running, plus a look at everyday life. We have another special episode with Michelle, a New York City marathon finisher, recapping her experience of training and crushing the marathon. Yeah, there it is, there it is. We're going to talk about her preparation and how we can aspire to be a runner like her. Also, an appearance from a special guest. Wink, wink. Let's go. Come on. I'm trying to tell you, put that fucking goal. How you doing, Michelle?
Hey, I'm so good. I'm so good. Still riding the high, man.
There we go. There we go. I ain't gonna lie, I've been hype all week. I was preparing to do a podcast to interview this whole time. As you know, I think I ask you like every week.
You did. I
Yes.
kept saying no.
Yeah, it's crazy because you actually work a podcast, which is kind of crazy. But the spotlight is on you. I am very intrigued to hear about the whole process for your marathon because I'm extremely proud of you. I know you're gonna talk about the ups, you're gonna talk about the downs. I'm trying to tell you, it's ooh, wait till everybody hear it. I'm trying to tell you, all right.
Yeah.
But we're gonna open it up with this one, all right. What inspired you to run the New York City Marathon?
Well, I have wanted to run the New York City Marathon for a very long time. I actually have attempted to get chosen out of the lottery for 7 years and have not
Oof.
gotten in. My family is from New York, and so it holds a special place in my heart. My cousins run it twice. Numerous friends have run it. Teammates also have run it. I've just heard so many good things. I've just always wanted to do it. And
Hmm.
when the opportunity presented itself, I couldn't say no,
Hmm.
even though it was 2 months before the race.
Diabolical. That's
Yes.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I mean, because as people know, most
Hmm.
people and runners know,
Hmm.
training cycles are at least 16 weeks for a
Hmm.
marathon. I got in with a charity, so I ran with Paws New York. They are people that help people support their pets in the
Nice.
city, and which is so cool. Yeah, I had to raise some money. I had so many supporters. It was so amazing. And the other thing too is just a side note is that I did actually apply to quite a few charities, but didn't get in because there are so many people that want to run this race, and I can now see
Yeah.
why. I had to wait and be put on a wait list in order to get in. And when I got an email asking, I mean, I had to say yes.
Yeah. So when you got that email, how'd you feel? What was the feelings?
My heart stopped.
Yeah. Because you're like, now it's real or?
I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm suffering an injury at the moment.
Yeah.
Do I say yes? And I was going through another time of making decisions, and I told my husband that I needed to make one decision over the weekend, and it was if I was running the marathon or not, and I was saying yes. So there it was.
There we go. There we go. And
Yeah.
I'm glad you did. I'm
Mhm.
glad you did because I'm pretty sure it was worth it.
Oh, 100%.
Talking about the marathon, can you walk us through like your stages of preparation for the marathon? What it really took day to day or maybe week to week, what it looked like?
Yes, as most of the listeners know, I do work with a coach, Sarah Mandashad. She lives in Boulder. Through her training cycle, I usually run 5 days a week. I do have a couple rest days. Sometimes on those rest days, though, I can lift or ride the bike, cross train. In those 5 days, a lot of easy running. I was doing speed work and then
Hmm.
a long run on the weekend. Before I even knew that I got into New York, I had asked her if I could just keep my fitness up
Hmm.
so that I would be prepared if something like that happened. My mileage was pretty high on the weekends and throughout the week. I mean, I think I stuck to like 30 miles a week or whatever. And I,
Yeah.
I definitely was really good about keeping up on my mobility, doing band work, strength training. I have found that strength training helps me with injuries. I mean, like I said, I did overcome a couple injuries through this training cycle. It was a diabolical training cycle, to say the least. But we can get back to that. I see that our special guest is here. Are you there?
Check, check,
There he
check.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's up?
buddy.
How's it
What's up,
going?
man?
How's it going?
What's
Yeah.
up? Oh,
Oh,
y'all
you took
blinged
yours off?
out.
Oh, no.
I haven't taken mine off since.
You've
So,
been sleeping with it?
yes.
Well, welcome, brother. How you been, man?
Hey, doing good. I'm blessed. Good to see you.
Man, good
How's
to see you
everything in your
too.
world?
Hey, man, it's going.
Yeah,
Forward is
yeah.
the direction, I guess. That's where
One
we're
step at a
going.
time. I love it.
Everyone, we would love to welcome Abiye. He is a good friend of mine and also an athlete with Elevate Your Running. He's my teammate. That's what I meant to say. Abiye and I, we ran ran the New York City Marathon together, finished
Woo-hoo.
hand in hand, crossed that
Hmm.
finish
Yes.
line. It was amazing.
Congrats to you
Yeah.
both.
Thanks.
It was
Well,
great. Yes. Thank you for having me on the show. I've been watching you guys from afar, so it's nice to be here. I'm honored.
we're honored to have you, brother, for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Question for you. I know
Yes.
we already asked Michelle. What inspired you to run the New York City Marathon?
I feel like every marathon that I see, whether it's Chicago, Tokyo, I catch the buzz, right? Whenever I see people running it. And
Hmm.
so I did with Chicago and able to check that box. And
Hmm.
then I think next it was like New York. And so I got to see, them singing New York at the start and the cannons.
Oh, that's
And so I was
dope.
like, this is 2 years ago. I was like, I'm gonna run the New York City Marathon. So definitely inspired to do it. I knew it was going to be hard and a lot of hills, but I just
Hmm.
wanted to be in New York. It was quote unquote my first time. I was there for like 20 minutes years ago, but this was like
Hmm.
the first time actually taking the subway and experiencing the big city. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Why don't you tell everybody what happened when the cannon went off?
Oh my goodness. I was not prepared for that. I wish I would have videotaped it. We heard it from afar. We were like, I don't know, 40 feet away and it wasn't as loud. It was loud, but like when you're like right there before the start line, everyone just like
We like
ducked.
ducked for cover. We're like,
Yeah.
what?
I still have whiplash from like just hearing everybody. It was crazy.
That is
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
crazy.
loud.
It was so cool. The thing that was maybe crazier than the race itself was actually getting there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We went through many stages. Abiye called it the zombie march. We're all
Hmm.
walking to the subway, then we're walking to get to the ferry, then we're walking to another bus, then bus to the village, and the village to the start line. So, I mean, it's a process, to
Yeah.
say the least, but I mean, worth it.
Yeah.
Marathon within the marathon. It really was. It took, I don't know, at least 3 hours, like to get there with everything, to sit around before you start. So you had to wake up just as early as someone who was starting at 9, and we didn't start till 11:30. So it was a
Oof.
process.
And they do it in waves, right? Or does
Mhm.
everybody start at the same time? Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
was
think
wondering how that worked
four
out.
waves. Yeah, so I think the first one was 9:30, or there might have been one before that, like the specialty Mastercard people, and then the
Mhm.
elites. And so yeah, it's
Yeah.
a well-oiled machine though. They do a good job in New York.
Yeah. What elites did y'all see? Did y'all see any famous people?
Matt James is the only one I saw. Like that was, I mean, if
Is
I mean,
it?
I can't count him on the elite. Looked everywhere for Kipchoge, didn't see him, but
Mhm.
yeah, that was the only celebrity that I saw. Social media saw
Yeah.
thousands, but they weren't in the same circle I was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got you. This is interesting. Like, how was your prep leading up to the
Mhm.
New York City Marathon?
Yeah, yeah. So I went through a whole training cycle, and then probably maybe halfway through, I had a calf
Mhm.
issue and didn't get to run as far as I would want to and as hard and as speed work. The goal was just like, hey, get to the start line, have a blast was, point A, and we did both of those. So
Yeah,
yeah, but wish I could have gone through a whole thing without injuries, but besides that, yeah, it was good.
that's definitely good.
I feel
What
you.
was like now in like hindsight,
Yeah.
what was your favorite part of the whole process?
Of the marathon or training.
Holistically, the whole thing.
I feel like every time I'm doing a training block, the long runs are good and bad, right?
Hmm.
So it's a chance to be able to listen to podcasts,
Hmm.
have some runs where it's nothing, hit the speed work. So I
Yeah.
actually enjoy like the end of a long run, not really the middle and the during. So that was probably the best part when I get that done.
Yeah.
And then if I can do it before anybody wakes up, it's like check the box, right? That's like
Yeah.
the thing when, your kids have no clue you just ran 18 miles. So
Yeah.
that was the best part of the training for me. And then I feel like the marathon. I mean, all
Mhm.
of it was great. So really, I think when he sent me a text, was like, man, this was a dream come true. I could say that about the New York City Marathon. It was just from being fearful about the subway to at the end
Mhm.
of it, just doing the Apple Pay, 290 at the very end, like going through it
Mhm.
and feeling like, man, I've run this city. At
Yeah,
first I was paying 30
of
bucks
course.
for Ubers to get around. And then once I figured out the subway, it was like clockwork. So that was great. And then just, having a friend with me the whole time. This is the first time I've ever ran a marathon where we're just like, having fun. I've ran it with friends before, but it's like, we're grinding. This one, we were just like, let's have a good time. Let's
Yeah.
stop, let's take pictures, let's, shake hands. We had a great time. So it was fun.
No,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah. Like I told Abby before, no expectations for either
Hmm.
of us. Like we're just going to stick together. We're going to enjoy
Hmm.
it. If you want to stop and take a picture somewhere, let's do that. We are taking in the city. We're taking in the vibe. The amount of people on the course was
Crazy.
insane. And at some points they were like getting so excited that they were like bottlenecking us and we're like trying to get
Oh
through.
yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
was just a party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chicago has a few of those patches where it's like it's that tight, and the police are
Yeah.
trying to do what they can to like separate it, but there's nothing you
Yeah.
can do. It's just a vibe. Like it's it's crazy. You just
Yeah.
gotta go with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Abiye, what did you think was your biggest challenge of the day, like during the race?
During the race, if I'm thinking about just the physical side of it, it was like the hamstring. I had like this hamstring that was giving me some issues, probably like a mile 13 early on. And so
Mm,
that was probably the hardest part because and then it might have been just, the hills, the up and down in New York got to me. But that was like the hardest physical. And then after that, I think like the mental side of like when I've done races where I'm racing, I'm always like, if I stop, I'm gonna be in trouble. And so just
yeah.
so we had a lot of stops. So the stop start finally took its toll on you mentally. We're just like, oh, I don't know if I want to keep going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got to see my wife at mile 17. I would have loved to just get off the course and just enjoy coffee with her. But like the
Yeah.
mental side of, you got to keep going. That was probably the hardest part of it
Yeah.
all.
You're pretty crazy because you have three kids. He's recorded a few night runs in Strava because it's been before a certain time.
That's right.
You got to get
Yeah.
it done though. You had to get it in. So proud
That's
of you,
right.
man.
It's hard, hard work. And nice to be past it, but then there's that itch for like, what's next, right? But yeah, it was great. I'm still in the, wearing my medal every day. So
I see. Don't let it hurt your neck. It looks
yeah,
heavy.
yeah, yeah.
Love it.
So what is next? What you got?
Yeah.
What you got?
It's a good question. My wife can hear me. Yeah. So like, Misha asked me, we all went to dinner and she was like, so are you done with the marathon? Are you going to do another one? And my wife was like watching to see what I was going to say. But no, I think I'll definitely do something else. I feel like a year of maybe more speed would be nice for me, like maybe more 5Ks, a half marathon type of thing, and then, jump back into the marathon. But I feel like after injuries, like my legs haven't been moving as much as they would when I've set PRs at marathons. So I
Yeah.
think that's what I envision is like maybe taking a step back and just having a lot of fun with some faster, slower,
Gotcha.
smaller races.
Yeah,
Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha.
love
Okay.
it. I love that you joined us. Thank
Of
you so
course.
much. I like your haircut.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
Fresh. Boy, about to go to the supermarket. I know what that
Yeah,
means.
appreciate y'all. Thanks for
um,
letting me join.
but let's run together soon, okay?
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you again.
It's
All
good to
right,
see you,
see
brother.
y'all.
Oh,
But
thanks.
no,
That
that's
was
dope.
special. He's like such an amazing human being, and
Yeah.
everyone that meets him, you've met him in person and run with him.
Hmm.
And you
Hmm.
knew him for a little while, as Bobby liked to call him frangers, but everyone that meets that guy just love him. He's
Yeah.
such a nice person, always kind, thinks about other people before
Hmm.
himself. I can't say enough nice things, so
Beautiful words. You ready to jump back in?
yeah.
Okay, here we go. I know we talked about your prep and you mentioned some setbacks during training. Talk to us about that. What was that specifically?
I've been really focusing on speed work for a while, even before I'd gotten in. And like I said, right before I got that email,
Mm-hmm.
my hamstring was giving me some issues. I wasn't really sure
Yeah.
what was going on. It wasn't like the full hamstring. So I went and had it needled, tried to take super slow runs, stop the speed work, just try to keep up on running. And that was starting to feel better. And then 2 weeks before the race, I was doing a nice, easy training run and I stepped on a stick and rolled my ankle and fell the other direction in the street. So I sprained it pretty bad. I was able to run home, but it hurt so bad. It's the worst I've ever sprained it, I think. My foot blew up. It was enormous. I was freaking out. I'm like, I just want to make it to the start line. So I did take a good week and a half off, did 2, 3 slow runs right before race day, and actually had no pain during race day. So
Yeah.
got super lucky. I was worried it was broken.
I know. I remember you sent a picture of it. I said, ooh, but yeah, you was still pushing.
Not good.
No, but yeah, you still did your thing though.
I
Definitely
did.
proud of you.
Thanks. I
Sure
felt
you,
really, really good throughout
yeah.
the whole race.
Yeah, make sure we get that looked at though. It's not over. Yeah. Lock in. Yeah.
I was locked in for sure.
I definitely am proud of you staying consistent through your training and then, overcoming injury or kind of like pivoting and still executing to the level that you did. It's freaking phenomenal. And it's inspiring to, of course, like runners like you, of course, definitely continue to like, push those boundaries as an athlete because you're definitely a motivation. So,
Thank you. Thank
of
you. I mean,
course.
you make a good point not to push through that injury. As much as
Hmm.
I wanted to run, I knew that I really needed to rest as well. So I did spend a lot of time on the bike just to at least try to keep fitness up. I mean, you don't lose fitness in 2 weeks, but everyone gets nervous that it's not going to be helpful or that you should keep going. So, I mean, being healthy is more important, right? In
Yeah.
the long run than pushing yourself up for injury.
No, that's true. And I think that is a common belief. I remember like when I sat out, like I said, I didn't even sit out a week. I just didn't didn't run for a week. I was like, it's over. Oh no. And then come race day, everything's fine. I
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah, that's so they were right. Of
Yeah.
course. They were
Yeah,
telling the truth. So yeah, don't fall into the hype, I guess. For
for sure.
sure. Even with like your training, I know you kept showing up. What like really kept you motivated to like really show up every day?
Honestly, it was knowing that I was going to be in New York regardless. I was going and
Mm,
I didn't want to let Abiye down. We had been talking about this for a while and I just wanted to show up for my friend and make it to that start line. That was the most
mhm.
important thing for me.
And you made it.
I did.
What was your, I know y'all talked about the transit and everything. What was your favorite part of the transit from, I guess, where you were staying to the starting line?
The ferry to Staten Island is pretty dope. As you're coming away, you see the Statue of Liberty, and then you can
Hmm.
see how New York and New Jersey section off and
Hmm.
a couple of the boroughs, because you do
Hmm.
run through 5 boroughs during the whole marathon. You start in Staten Island, Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Manhattan, and then into Central Park. Everyone's pretty chill on there, which was funny. Just taking in the sights, and the weather was perfect. It could not have asked for a better day. Some
Hmm.
people might have even thought it was a little too warm, but it was great. And
Yeah.
which made it good too for the spectators, Shout out to my peeps that were there with me. My friend Katie and Schmern were there. And
Hmm.
man, they maneuvered around the city and they had a blast. I texted them at one point. I think it was only at mile like 4, and I'm like, this is nuts. And they texted me back and they're like, you're kidding me. This is nuts. I think everyone was having so much fun.
Walk us through your morning, like waking up. How did you like really set conditions to really like prep yourself for the
Yeah.
start line?
I was a little concerned because I did wake up at 5:45 and I didn't run till 11:30. That's when I started. So I just really wanted to make sure I'd prepped before. I had all my gels, my nutrition in my bottle. I made sure I had like a muffin and a banana because I knew they would have food at the start line, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it or not. I was a little nervous that I didn't have enough fuel. I ended up being fine. Ended up with 2 bananas, so I ate one and a half, but and then ate a
Type.
muffin. I was just like so excited more than nervous. Just made sure I kept hydrating. I did drink a lot of water.
Okay. What was your playlist like leading up to or even during the run? I don't know if you listen to music during the run, but like what was the tunes like?
I had no music.
Not even Shabuzi?
Not even Shabuzi. We were saying though, because it was so loud on the course, I don't know if you could have heard it, except on the bridges where no one
Yeah.
can go. So it's
Hmm.
just like quiet and you just hear feet pounding.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
but along the course there were DJs and people were playing music and it was just so hyped that you really didn't need it. I mean,
yeah,
I couldn't believe that I didn't need it. I had one of my earbuds in my pocket because Abby and I talked about having one just in case we really like hit a dark spot.
yeah. Hmm.
But we didn't need it. We were there to support each other and it was great.
Yeah.
I was very surprised.
Somebody posted that little segment. Everybody's on the bridge. It was like, it's so quiet, but all the thing we have is us. I said, ooh, that must have been a dark strip.
Yeah,
Dark.
I have to say because it was so cool. My cousin was tracking me, and he ended up being at mile 17, and I missed him. And then
Mm,
he was at mile 23, I think, or 24, and I got to
mm,
see him then, which was really cool. Him and his son are big runners. He had texted me. I said, "Oh, I can't believe I missed you," and he's like, "That's all right. It's gonna get really quiet on the bridge, and then you're gonna turn the corner in the Bronx, and it's gonna be so loud, and it's gonna be great. Just don't worry about the silence." And honestly, it was kind of nice to have a little quiet for a second, to reflect back and think about how far I'd come. I hadn't run more than 16 miles in my training, and usually you run 18 to 20. So I don't know. I was feeling so good.
man. So, how would you rank this marathon versus your other races? Where would you rank it?
It's up there.
Ooh, up there. Because you ran a lot.
I've only run 6.
Only six. Six is a lot.
I know,
That's a
but like
lot.
there's people that run like you see people out there running like 35. I'm like, oh my gosh. But Big Sur was super special. I got to run that with Brandon. Who knows if he'll run another? He's talked about it. This one's definitely up there with that. Your first marathon's always super special. They're all just so amazing in their own way. Like Vegas was great. I had a friend there that ran the half and then she waited for me forever. Chicago was pretty amazing too. I don't know. They're all special in their own ways, but this one,
Yeah.
this is like, it was a bucket list for me. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to do it. My parents and family were so excited. That makes it super special too,
So out of the world major, so what you have two out of six?
Yeah.
You might run the rest. You're basically halfway.
I don't know if that'll ever happen.
Come on now. You gotta lock in. But no,
Never say
that's
never. I'm
dope.
not saying never, but
Well, for the listeners, what advice would you give someone considering running a marathon? And no, it don't really have to be a major, but just a marathon period.
if it's something that you've been thinking about and that you want to do, I say go for it. They do have plans on the internet to give you an idea of what you should be doing. You
Hmm.
could always work with a coach. You can always reach out to a friend that's run a marathon and ask what the best advice could be. You want to make
Yeah.
sure you're getting your easy runs in. You want speed work. You want to get that long run in on the weekends or whenever you have your time is, but
Hmm.
do your strength training, keep up on that, have the right mindset that you can do anything and that you can finish it. And think of the feeling that you will have after running that, how proud you are of yourself. I just never thought I would be where I am right now with my running. It's pretty special. I mean, not only just like the running itself, but the people I've met through this, like you.
Yeah. Hmm.
I mean, I
Yeah.
met Abiye through my coach, plus a number of other people on our squad. And I mean, they're just like such special people, and each person, like, you think about them like throughout this whole
Yeah.
journey. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome taking the time to talk to you about your finish at the New York City Marathon. You're a finisher. I had to remind you. I didn't know if you knew, but you were a finisher. And I am extremely proud of you. As soon as you mentioned that you was doing it, I've been hyped for you every day. You know me. I stay
Mm,
hyped. And definitely when you hype me up more, I get hyper. So I'm so proud of you. Even through the injuries, you remain consistent. You again pivoted to just remain active towards the goal. You showed up, showed out, and now you're back.
thanks.
Yeah, I'm definitely proud of you, and I can't wait to see what's next for you.
Thank you. I do have to say that running on Sunday, I was super inspired because I did see your run on Saturday and you ran 20 miles, and I was just like, all right, let's go, man.
I'm inspired by you. I was like, man, that's freaking dope. When you finished that race, and I saw your mileage up there, and I said, ooh, yeah, yeah, she got that head start. I like that. But no,
Yeah.
I love it. It's quality miles, well earned miles,
Yeah.
and it's always motivated to see. It's always motivated to see. So
Thank you. You're the
definitely keep it
best.
up.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So where can our listeners find you and check you out on the
Sure.
gram?
So on the gram, it's
Hmm.
MQUIT.
Hmm.
Hopefully, I'll have a reel coming soon.
A real what?
It's
You
never
in
too
it?
late. It's never too late to post about your accomplishments, right?
Oh, no. It's no time limit.
Why don't you tell our listeners where they can find you on the gram?
Y'all know me. You can find me on the gram. Go for your 30. I'm not gonna spell it, but you can kind of put it in your For You page search box and I'll pop up. I might be verified soon. I'm just saying. Once
Oh, snap.
once the government shutdown left up, I might be verified, put a little
There you go.
dollar here, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely great talking to you, catching up, and then just hearing your experience through this whole thing. Thank you for sharing. I hope whoever's listening or everybody that's listening, remain motivated, identify the goal you want to do and, push forward no matter the obstacles, maneuver around. Because
Yeah.
at the end, you'll be hopefully a New York City marathon finisher like
Oh,
Michelle.
yeah. Thanks, buddy. Thanks everyone
Thank
for
you.
listening, and we'll catch you next time.
Yes, yes.
And we begin to rock.